Welcome to Abracadab-cast number 2.
Georgie.
Not to say my name. And Bridget. Ew.
Today, so we just uploaded our...
Yeah, we uploaded the first episode. We have 40 views, not to flex.
Yeah, I posted a promo in, like, the girls group chat, and, like, nobody reacted. It got, like, 2 reacts.
You 10 girls, honestly, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck y'all. Like, formal dresses, and watch this.
And,
but, yeah, so we uploaded that.
I also, fuck everyone who follows my second account. Honestly,
Yeah,
because I know it, like, 3 people liked it. But also, I promoted this podcast, and I know, like, fair enough, that I have gotten over 50 likes on posts that I have posted about, like, Scott Tweedy.
So there's, like, 50 active followers on the account.
Y'all are, like, tripping. Like, listen to the podcast. Like, fuck you. Anyway, we have topics. What are
the topics, I'll read them out. Homelessness. What's the deal with homelessness?
What's the deal with homelessness?
It's more like, what would we do if we were homeless?
Yeah.
It's quite an interesting one. Having different personalities around different people. I could talk about this
so
stuff.
relevant. Yeah.
This is like, it's really weird. Anyway, this is another deep one. Why we aren't supposed to be happy.
I don't know anything about this, I'm excited to learn.
Well, I don't know. I'm just, like, assuming it's like, in my own mind, like, making up this thing.
Okay.
And also, kind of on topic a little bit, like, seeing people you're acquainted with in public, like, you know who they are, but, like, you never talked to them before. Like, what are you supposed to do in that situation?
Yeah, that's weird.
I have a lot of people, like, I haven't talked to before.
Yeah. Okay. So,
I'm also eating a Mrs. Fields cookie right now, so if you
no
can hear that.
If you hear obnoxious chewing, that's what it is.
ASMR.
Ew.
Literally.
But,
So
what's the deal with homelessness?
So this is kind of like the light-hearted topic. No.
Homelessness in Melbourne.
No, okay.
Light-hearted.
No, so this is kind of weird. What we're doing, like, we've always just been like, we're at the supermarket and we're, like, buying, like, potatoes. And you can get, like, 10 potatoes for, like, $1.
Yeah, so what?
And I'm like, you could find $1 on the street and eat for, like, 10 days.
Yeah, and what I said today, we went to the supermarket once again, and we always revisit this topic anytime we're in the supermarket, because we look at food, and it's like a kilo of food for, like, $2. Like, how are you out there starving? And you know what?
Africa, what are you talking about?
Africa, fuck you. Like, just come to Coles. Like, it's like, just build a Coles.
Just get money. Like,
it's not that hard. Just get a job. But anyway, and we were there again today, and we were at the checkout, and I was thinking, you know, being able to do the live below the line challenge proves that you can do it. Like, you can. Like, food is so cheap. If you don't give a fuck, like, get Coles brand, get, like, a hunk of potatoes, get a heap of, like, 2-minute noodles, you could live.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
It's not happy. You probably shit all the time, but, like... It's
Yeah,
fine.
it is.
Fuck homeless people. Because the thing is, like, you have to be, like, stupid, right? Because obviously people aren't just getting homeless. Like, they've made stop. But, like, no.
Okay, they've gone. What would I do if I was homeless? I would go to a community garden. I feel like
this is a good point.
Hide in, like, a shack. Like, cause this is what we were on the train. And we drove past Elsternwick. Of course, Elsternwick has a community garden first
It's
of all.
Balaclava.
Oh, Balaclava, of course.
Balaclava, the hipster town.
Yeah.
Has a community
And I was
garden.
like, that's community. There's free carrots there. Like, it's community. No one's gonna know who took it. If you're homeless, you can just go there, eat the carrots.
Just sleep there, honestly.
Yeah,
Eventually,
sleep
you
in, like,
blend in with the mulch.
Peter from Hunger Games tease.
Oh my god, Hunger Games, wow.
I know.
But yeah, no, the thing is just like, and you can always like think about, Georgie also made the comment that, like, why don't people just, like, buy a patch of land and, like, put a tent on it?
Yeah, like, you know how, like, land is...
I don't know anything about property, but I know that on Sims, a lot of land is, like, 2,000, whereas, like, a mansion's, like, 250.
Yeah.
So, like,
This
property.
is also, like, entirely sarcastic.
In case you didn't realize. I don't hate homeless
Literally,
people.
like, people that, like, gone to St. Leonard's. Like
I understand that you can't just buy, like, a whole thing of potatoes. Like, don't at me, don't call, like, Mr. Davis and, like, get me in the office even though I'm not at school anymore.
Bridget is unemployed. This is why we're doing this, because she literally has nothing to do.
I'm gonna monetize Abracadab-cast, and I think it's like 0.01 cent per view.
Really?
Per ad. But that means that I will have 40 cents. Maybe. I can't do maths.
0.0. Oh yeah, 2.
Wait, no, I'm on drugs.
It's
like
$1.
it's less. Oh no, actually, I think it is like half a cent. So it's anyway. I just please replay it like 100 times. Tell your friends. I'm kidding.
That's just like a topic because I was just like,
It's
more
just
like what I would do. Like, what would you do if you're homeless? Like, where would you go?
It
Like,
would be
I was watching
homeless.
that Larry David. I've been watching a lot of Larry David stuff on YouTube.
We love Larry David. He's great.
And he was like, oh look, I used to like check out spots that I would like go if I was homeless. This is like before he got famous. And I was like, I should do that. What if I
Everyone should do that. Honestly, you don't know what's
bag,
gonna happen
guys,
tomorrow.
bag's a spot before someone else takes it.
Before like your house burns down.
Yeah.
California teas.
What?
Didn't know that
Yeah,
house.
no, I get it. Stop. Anyway.
Fuck you. So yeah, if you're homeless, leave it in the comments.
Guys, leave it in the comments if you're doing this in a public library.
Leave it in the comments. What would you do? Like, I don't understand.
I just dropped my cookie.
That's great.
Mrs. Fields.
It's fine. Just put it back on the plate. What would you do if you were homeless?
Where's Mr. Field?
This is not a topic. So you know Mrs. Fields the cookies. Where's Mr. Field? Why isn't he in the picture? Someone explain.
Am I right?
Should I email? Where's Mr. Field? What if he's like in the war?
What war?
The war on drugs.
20 years ago.
Anyway.
We'll start the phone part. Okay, this is interesting. I would like to talk about this.
Oh my God.
Having different personalities on different people.
Oh,
I really
yes.
say like, oh my god, like it's like only me. Like I am like the only person like changes my personality around different. Because literally every single human being changes their personality around different people. But I just think it's really interesting.
It is weird.
Because it's like, which one is the real you?
I don't think that anyone knows what I'm really like.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, it's weird.
really, and like you do it subconsciously as well. It's so weird. Like I find different things funny around different people.
No, but yeah, I know. Me too.
I like change like it's really
Intonation,
weird. Yeah.
sort of like what you would say, what you wouldn't say, stuff. But also like, what's the most difficult thing is being in a room with two people.
Yeah, two people that
you have different personalities.
Yeah,
when you're
very
around them.
different personalities.
It's so weird. It's like the weirdest shit ever. It's like there's a certain like I have like sort of like quite like I've done quite a few different groups of friends. But I'm like ew. I have like 0 friends. But like shut the fuck up, Casper. Sorry, that's my cat.
Cat is meowing in the background.
Thank you.
Feature.
My personality around him is a taxidermy.
Norman Bates.
Anyway, but so I have like friends that like are really different aspects of my personality,
Yeah.
and then being in the same room, like around some people, like I'm such like a nerd for Star Wars, and I feel like it's so embarrassing if I'm talking about it in front of some other people, and it's like ew, because like suddenly I hate Star Wars. Like when I'm with like different people, I'm like, what the fuck, so bad.
No, yeah, because like.
Oh my God.
If you have a job, I know that was disgusting. If you have a job, you probably have like a job personality.
Ew.
Like,
Yes,
that's what I
everyone. Customer service personality.
I was like occasionally people I know come in. That's just an awkward situation. Occasionally people I know come in, and my brain is like, what do I do?
Do you say like, hi, how are you? What can I do for you today?
I
Or you say like, yo, fam.
Do I put like a catalog in your bag, or should I just not do that so like it's not annoying? Like,
Like, how can I help you today? Like, we just to sign up for our
Yeah,
club. Like,
literally.
what do you do? I don't know. I straight up, for me, I drop my customer service personality. And it's hard because then if my boss is like around, then I'm like, yo, what's up? Like I was at Macca's like for 2 years. And instead of being like, hi, what can I get for you today? If I'm like, yo, like, fat bitch, like, what the fuck is up? And then they're like, you can't talk to customers like that. And I'm like, no, it's fine, I'm my friends. Also, I was in an awkward situation once where James and Izza, if they would listen to this, which they won't because they're bad friends, they came into Palace where I was working. And no one was there. Like, it was one of those, like, what happens at Palace in, like, any cinema probably is, like, all the certain shows go in at, like, the same time. Like, a lot of shows will start at, like, 11 o'clock. So then there's, like, 2 hours where there's nothing to do except for clean, and, like, it's really quiet because, like, nothing's starting. And one of those... Oh, my God, I'm so sorry. My phone just got kicked by Georgie.
It's not recording anymore, is it?
No, it's still recording. I'll cut this out. Anyway.
I was trying to get...
Anyway. So... There's this time at Palace when, like, all the movies go in, so there's 2 hours where there's nothing to do except for clean, so it's just empty. And at that time, James and Izza knew that I was on a shift, and they, like, came in. So they were the only people there. There wasn't other customers to, like, shield myself around. Like, there's all people everywhere, and I could just talk to them. If I'm talking to them, like, we're the only 3 people in the entire complex. So they came in, and I wasn't there. I was cleaning something, and I came back, and it's just them and my boss. And they'd been, like, to my boss... They were like, hey, like, where's Bridget? And I was like, oh my God. And I come out and they're like, he's just explaining them, like, oh, she's, like, working at the moment. And then I come out and then my boss is like, oh, there she is. And then they come in like, hey, what's up, whatever. And it was so weird. And then my boss was like, it was really weird. He was, like, kind of an odd unit. He was like, she needs to be working. And we were like, oh, okay. And then I started to say goodbye to them. And he's like, no, I'm just kidding. And I was like, don't pull that with me. Like, I don't know you. I genuinely, like, it's so creepy that my friends, like, Izza and James would have been like, okay. And then they just kind of, like, awkwardly left. And then it's like, okay, you can keep talking. I'm like, well, I don't have anything else to say now. Anyway, it's just weird seeing, like, people you know. But, like, they're my close friends, I hope. But if you see someone, like, you kind of know.
This is this next topic. Seeing people
weird.
you're acquainted with.
Yes, okay. So another topic is, like, seeing people you're acquainted with. Do you even acknowledge them? I don't.
I hate this. I'm like...
I don't acknowledge them.
I feel, if you know me, which you totally do, you might know Bridget. You might have seen me around. I'm just, like, sitting there doing nothing. I'm just not.
You're the sister that people are like, oh my God, do you have a sister that sounds exactly like you? And
Do
I'm
you
like,
have a sister that is so relevant?
Yeah, ew. But what I do, okay, in seeing people that I'm acquainted with at school... Like, you know, you have a level at school and you have a level outside of school. So with school, like, there's only, like, 3 different people that I would say hi when I'm passing. But when you're outside of school, that, like,
that's
drops
so
because...
Weird.
So, like, there's people, like, I would pass in the corridor, I wouldn't even make eye contact with them. But then when you're outside of school, because you're in a different environment, you, like, say hi to each other, which is weird.
I have...
Because you don't talk to each other, you just be like, oh, hey.
I don't think I've always avoided it.
Honestly, okay, right now, like, PSA, anyone who knows me, if you see me in the street and we don't talk, don't stop. Like, just say hi and just, like, keep walking. Like, I don't want to hear
it.
Just,
like, don't even say hi. Like,
yeah,
cross
okay.
the street,
Well, like,
I'm gonna cross the
or
street.
just, like, notice, like, smile, like, know that, like, I recognize you and, like, don't stop. There's some people who, like, stop and I'm like, I'm not ready to have a conversation with you right now. And they're like, oh, hi, like, what's up? And I'm like,
I never do.
Nothing is up. I'm, like, going down to get a coffee
What
for
is
the
up,
fourth...
guys?
I'm going to get a coffee for the 4th time there. I don't want to explain that to you.
I feel like you're really close to the microphone.
I'm sorry. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm like the worst person in the world. This is what I mean by, like, different personalities, because, like, I'm, like, not a human when I'm around people that I, like, don't know. Like, and by don't know, I mean, like, I have to know you for, like, a year to have a normal conversation. Like, that's not...
There are hikey probably people listening to this, like, out of curiosity that, like, have never heard Georgie speak in their lives.
No, that's the weird thing, because if I'm in a class... I, like, won't speak to anyone, but I'll always, like, just say random shit. Like, they'll be like...
Not to any particular person?
No, not... just yelling out like Tourette's. No, like...
I have
if they say...
Fuck! Sorry.
If they say something, like, if they're like, oh, like, who knows the answer to this, like, I'll put my hand up. Like, I'm not the kind of person that's like, I won't put my hand up, but I'm just the kind of person, like, I'm not going to speak to anyone first. Some people are like, oh my God, like, I need to be in a class with somebody, like...
Yeah, ew.
I need, like, who am I going to sit next to? I will sit, like, in the back corner. Like, saying nothing. And, like, that's whack.
No, but
that's a bad thing. That's not normal. I'm so quirky. I hate people. Like,
I'm not normal. Did you get it? I'm weird.
Yeah.
I'm weird, okay? I wear this fucking hat.
Is that from Riverdale?
It's from Riverdale.
If you think Riverdale's even, like, if you even entertain the idea...
Yeah, honestly, different topic. Riverdale
If you even
sucks.
entertain the idea that Riverdale is good, like, kill yourself.
I hate Riverdale. I don't want to hear shit that, like, I just watch it because, like, I know it sucks, but, like, I love it. Like, no, you should be euthanized, I think. Because I watched Riverdale, and I won't lie to you.
I've never watched an episode.
It sucks. But the first season...
I thought it was clips.
The first season is, like, okay, because the intrigue of it is, like, the whole mystery of, like, the murder. Right? So, like, that's kind of interesting. But then... So you ignore the bad acting and, like, the shitty writing and the weird, like, fake scenarios and, like, everyone in high school who's, like, 35. Because you're like, oh, like, I want to find out, like, who got killed. After that, you suddenly realize, like, season 2.
How many seasons? Oh my god.
You continue, I'm just gonna get a tissue.
Bridget got a nose piercing today and she just flinged it off her face and she doesn't know where it is.
No, it's still there.
Is it still there? Where is it?
It's in my nose.
Oh my god, it just went in her actual nose. Yeah, I don't know why she got a nose piercing either. But, like, back to Acquaintances, because I've never watched Riverdale before. I'm so bad at, like, talking to people. Like, it literally takes me, like, a year. Like, I have to know you for a year. I have to be, like, mutual friends with somebody that you know. And then after that, I'll, like... Oh my god, ew.
It's not even bleeding. I don't know why I got a tissue.
That's foul. Anyway. And then I'll be friends with you. And that's so bad. That's, like, the worst thing ever. That's, like, a bad trait to have. It's really annoying.
Yeah, so Georgie sucks. Next topic is... I don't know, what is the next topic? I'll explain what happened. I went to, like, wipe my nose and I hit my nose ring, so I thought that it had started bleeding.
No one cares.
But nothing happened, so that's why I screamed.
This is another interesting one. It's not really a thing, like, this is kind of like a thing, like, people know this, but, like, why, like, we're not even supposed to be happy, like, that's, like, really depressing as a thought, but it's, like, you just have to accept it, like, that's just a fact. People are always like, oh, like, you have to be, like, like, it's not like you have to be happy, but, like, people are like, oh, like, the end.
You need to stop mumbling.
Like, you have to get to a point where you're happy, but, like, that's not the point of life. And that's, like, I feel like for some reason people have made that the point of life, because, like, that's the best part of life, but it's not the point of life. The point of life, like, is to just survive. And, like, being happy doesn't help you survive.
Yeah, because if you're happy, like...
You have to be uncomfortable to, like, get to the point of comfort. So your goal should just be to be comfortable, be fed, be in shelter. You know what I mean? Like, you can't... like, you're not supposed to... Your brain isn't supposed to be, like, happy. And, like, that's a whack thought. Because, like, evolutionarily, like, your body makes you, like, sad or, like, uncomfortable, so you get into a comfortable position. So you're forced to be in a comfortable position.
Right.
In your life. That is whack.
That is whack.
So basically, like, you're, like, wired to be, like, uncomfortable, like, at least, like, 60% of the time, because that whole time you're working to be comfortable. So you're working to be, like, survive. So then it's, like, the survival of the fittest. So, okay.
But what if it's, like, paradox?
Also, if you think, like, survival of the fittest... I one time came across a person that thought survival of the fittest was thought, like, that meant, like, like, physical fitness? Like, you 24-hour gym running on a treadmill.
Like, if you work out a lot, you'll survive.
Yeah,
like your genes will survive.
Yeah, like, if you were, like, fit, you're killed.
Survival of the fittest!
Like, if you could run longer, that's, like, what survival of the fittest is. That's not what survival of the fittest.
It's just, like, the best trait that, like, helps
you're
you
born
survive.
with.
Yeah.
You can't...
You can be a thick bitch.
No, nothing you can... Well, no, nothing you can do in your life can, like, make you be survival of the fittest. Anyway, that's kind of stupid. As a topic.
What, being unhappy?
I feel like
no, because what I was gonna say is, like, if once you become aware to this fact, like, once you, like, realize, like, oh, I'm not, like, we're not designed to be happy, then isn't that, like, doesn't that make you then comfortable with being unhappy?
Yeah.
And then you get happy?
No, I feel like you just get content. You just have to be comfortable.
Ew, content is, like, the worst
comfortable. You just have to be, like, just, like, realize that, like, because, like, the happiness... Okay, this is what I'm thinking before. I was, like... You know when you're, like... Everyone has done this. Everyone does this. When you're, like, talking to yourself and you're pretending like it's a YouTube video.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was doing this the other day. And I was like, happiness is, like... a physical feeling. Like, it's a rush of, like, whatever those chemicals
Endorphins.
are. It's like a physical feeling.
Yeah. Yes.
And, like, you could be like, I'm happy right now, but, like, that's not...
You could just snort cocaine and feel the same thing.
tea. Like,
don't do drugs. Well, you know.
No, but, like, that's saying, like, you're not gonna be like, oh, like, that's like being sad or, like, being angry.
Yeah, you could
Like,
just...
it's like being angry. It's like, you can't be angry, like, for a long period of time. Like, that's not the goal. That's just, like, a motivator for you to, like, do certain things.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you're like, oh, like, because nobody's like, you could be like rich, you could have like everything going for you, and you'd still be like annoyed by something. You'd just be like, oh my god, like my
Your entire
my
life.
toenail is too long, I need to cut it. And like, you always have something in your mind that you need to like do, and that's just a survival thing. You always have something that you need to do because you need to keep motivated, you need to keep alive. That's the entire point. So I think it's kind of like stupid that people are like, I don't think anyone says that, but it's just like, I think people just like have the wrong idea of like what you're like what your like primitive goals are.
Long story short, like, don't strive to be happy. Strive to
It's not even
survive.
like, no, ooh, that sounds like a
Strive to survive.
that sounds like an Animal Planet show.
Ew.
5 contestants strive to survive.
Ew.
No, it sounds like an ABC3 like
ABC3, honestly, Splatterlot.
I was just about to say we have the same mind.
Just say, okay, we have the same, we always say things at the same time. Or one person doesn't say it because they're like, that's stupid, and then the other person
And then
does
we're both thinking the same thing, and then one person says something like,
so
oh,
anyway,
it's
we just
stupid.
both mentioned Splatterlot.
I feel like that's not special either. Everyone does that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's also kind of sad. Like, when you think that you're like special, like you think you're
You're
the
not
only,
fucking special.
When you think you're like the only person that's like thought of an idea, you're the only person that's like done a certain thing, and then you realize like every single human being does that.
The internet
and you're like,
really
I
helps with
am
that.
the most irrelevant human in existence.
The internet really helps with that because, like, before all the information was like available.
Collective learning.
Well, yeah, like you would think you had a new idea, and then as soon as like it's like now it's like the time between where you think that you're like a new person is like 3 seconds because you can just you'd be like, oh my god, my idea. I can survive on potatoes as a homeless person, and then you realize
everyone
like,
has already thought about that 100 times.
So yeah. Oh my god. Is there another topic? Is that it?
I feel like this one's kind of bad. It's not like funny.
How's it not funny?
It's like me explaining things really badly.
That was just the stupid unhappy thing.
That like, I feel like that doesn't even make any sense. And it also sounds like I think I'm like know anything. I literally don't know anything. I always feel like I come across that way.
Like, you know stuff?
Like,
yeah, you do come across
no,
that way.
I do. Oh, it's like so annoying. I'm like annoyed at myself. I'm like, shut
Sorry
the fuck
at people in Georgie's history class, mostly because I get enough of it here, and I'm sure it's like so annoying.
There's like multiple people like that in the class, but sometimes I'm just like...
Yeah, I do that as well. I do that in like theatre, so like, sorry. I'm not a theatre person! Don't at me, I don't like it.
Into what was it called?
Yeah, at least I...
What was it?
Didn't
get into that thing.
What's a theatre thing? I'm not a theatre person. Honestly, I hate other theatre students though. People who
oh my god.
I'm an actor. Like, shut up your actual ass.
Other topic. I hate art.
You hate art?
Yeah.
Like studio art, like as a subject, or like people who do art?
It's not... The people who are in my class this year aren't bad. Like, the people that do art in my year aren't that bad. But it's like, just like the teachers, it's like, the only teacher in the school is like Miss Fowler, shout out. Like, literally, like...
She taught me how to crochet.
Yeah, queen. She was on long service leave, and I don't have her next year, and I like want to die. But,
people who, like...
But no, I hate art. This is why I hate art. I hate it because... I hate art in general, because it's like, why does everything have to have a, like, meaning? It's so dumb.
That's the annoying thing. But you know what? Art as a class forces you to do that. The thing is, like, I agree. I just finished, like, 3-4 theatre, and, like, the thing is, like, they force you to go through the process of, like, inspiration, coming up with an idea, having a intended meaning. Like, literally in the study design, it, like, makes you go through all these steps that normal people writing plays and putting on productions don't do. Like, someone who's putting on a play wherever you are, or painting a painting, isn't going, like, let me think of a meaning, then paint something. They're thinking of, like, what would I like to just make?
Sometimes.
They are sometimes, but you don't have to do that.
Like, all these artists, they're like trying to make some political message. I'm like, just shut the fuck up. Like, literally the entire point of art is the aesthetic quality of it. Like, you're not gonna hang something on the wall that has some retarded meaning. Like, seriously, like, you want something that looks good. That's the entire point.
Like an inflatable minion.
That is the dumbest thing you've ever seen. No, it's like literally just make stuff that looks good. But theatre's kind of different though, because you're trying to make like a compelling story, and that needs to have meaning. That's the entire point. With art, it's like, but you cannot do like a line through. Okay, honestly, like sometimes just like a black line on a canvas that can match your aesthetic. That can be aesthetically pleasing in a certain room if you wanted a like simple decor in a room. You could have a line through a painting, but you can't tell me that line has a meaning. You can't.
Segregation in society.
You can't.
Black people being oppressed by their oppressors in an oppressing fashion. Ooh. My nose is blocked.
From nose piercing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like I just don't like art as a subject. Like that's the thing. It's like, and also I don't know why. Like,
what?
I don't know why people like pushing, like no one's like when I had my meeting with like the careers, people know who this is.
Miss Tattersall,
like, the careers counselor. I was like, oh, like I was like, oh, like I do art, like humanities, whatever. She's like, okay, art. And like I don't want to do art. Like I don't. Like it's not a career. Like,
sorry,
no offense. People. Like if you do like design, that's different because there's actually a thing like if you're
that's a whole branch.
If you're literally just doing like straight art, like straight, like,
I want to painting
on a canvas.
Life, yeah.
Like good luck having $0. Like I just like it's fine as a hobby. Like just have it as a hobby. Like it's so annoying. Like I don't know why people like want you to like do it as a career. I'm like I don't want to do it as a career. That's like it's like annoying.
Some gay shit.
And I feel like it gets so boring. Like as a like you can't do your hobby for your whole life. You get bored of it.
Actually, yeah, yes, I agree. I don't have anything else to say because I almost sound stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know. What else can we talk about with?
I can keep talking.
About this, about art?
No, I can just talk about like because I was like my favourite subject for ages.
Do you guys remember when everyone thought Shane Dawson was a pedophile? Oh, bam, 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 bam.
That's an upcoming episode, actually, Shane Dawson.
Oh yeah, he sucks. Just like preface.
No, you can't put that in this episode.
No, it's just like a teaser. Follow up with the next episode or whenever it is. We will discuss a controversial opinion that Shane Dawson sucks, and we'll give reasons. And you can.
I think more and more people are starting to get bored with this content. But anyway, whatever. Let's not talk about. Yeah. So like, I was like, this is like, nobody cares about this. It's me talking to myself, which is literally what's occurring.
It's a boring topic.
Yeah, gee. But like, it's actually quite boring. Oh yeah, what's it like leaving school?
Leaving school.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so weird because like even if like you have holidays, like long holidays, like at the end of year 11, you're like, oh my god, like I have school in like 6 weeks or whatever. There is nothing that I have like no impending sort of like pressure, and it's so weird. It's good though. School is like such a waste of time because like when you're at the point where you see everyone else leave school, you're like, oh, I want to like leave with them, so then you get to, I don't know. But people who do IB just got their ATARs today.
Oh yeah.
And ATAR is like, it means nothing like just like after you get it.
Yeah, we have like a real, if you're in year 10.
Year 10, boys.
This is like only standards, so like.
What happens in year 10?
No, like year 10 standards. Heaps of people doing IB, and I'm like, why?
Ew. IB is a joke, just by the way. IB fucking sucks. It's so stupid. If you aren't good at all of your subjects, you won't do well.
Yeah.
There's no fucking point. I know it sounds like competition is like really hard in VC. It's not. It's not competitive. You're going to a great school, just assuming everyone listening to this goes to St. Leonard's. You are not going to be affected as much as you think you are by the competition ranking sort of thing of VCE, which I know is why so many people are like, oh, do IB because it gets like, you know, you get a great ATAR. Like, no, you don't. You have to be smart. You can't just be like fucking stupid and be like, I'm dumb, so I guess I'll just want the good conversion rate.
Yeah, like
It's so much work.
Yeah.
Also, everyone in IB hates themselves. You can at yourself.
I would actually like. I would get like 2% if I did IB because I'm really bad at science. Like I'm not really bad, but I would be bad at like year 11 and 12 science. I'm absolutely horrendous at maths.
Yeah. Language.
I'm so bad at language, and that's 3 of the requirements. So if you do VCE and you're good at like humanities,
and you just do 5 humanities
and
subjects.
you just do 5 humanities subjects, and you can get like a 98 ATAR if you
Yeah,
wanted to.
no, 100%.
And like, there's no, unless you need a specific prerequisite for a course, in which if you're doing the subjects, then they're probably gonna, if you're doing the subjects that you like, then that's probably the course you want to get into. So you'd have them as your prerequisite anyway.
Yeah.
Then like, there's no reason to just not do subjects that you like. Like, there's no, like, people
IB is a scam.
Yeah, IB is a scam. If you're doing subjects like, oh, what subject's gonna look good? Like, no one's gonna look at the subjects. Like, no one cares. Literally, do health and human development if you want to. Like,
yeah, do health and human development. Fuck.
like,
That's
I would
the worst
never
subject ever.
do that because
It's
I
like
hate
hell.
sport.
But you know what? Actually, side note, IB. We were on the IB website once because like IB is like all around the world. So like, there's obviously like people like VC is just Victoria. IB is like there's heaps of different people in America everywhere doing the same course. So we were like looking up what the other like IB Australia, like what the other countries were. One of them was IB Syria. And then you click on it, and the website is just like not found. It's like how fun
Oh
on the
my God.
boats learning about
Oh my
talk.
God.
So yeah, you know, Syria. What is even happening? You know,
I don't even know.
I feel so uneducated about.
Same. Oh my
current
God,
events.
same. I'm in global politics and everyone's talking about stuff. I'm like, I don't know anything. I don't know anything. But it's like it's like interests me the most, but I don't know anything about what's going on.
Yeah, what is going on? You know,
I don't know.
is there actually a garbage island?
No.
Random point.
No. Random environment section. There is that much plastic in the ocean, but because waves crash together, the plastic pieces crash together, so there's not microscopic, but there's like little, well, I think it is microscopic actually, like there's little fragments of plastic, so it'll be like a plastic sand at the bottom of the ocean, but it's not floating, because it doesn't biodegrade, but it gets crushed down to the point where it's tiny. That's still damaging, but it's not a giant plastic ocean.
No, but there's that thing everyone's like, garbage island is the size of Texas. It's this floating thing.
No, that's what it is.
Whoa, that's a joke?
It's not that amount of plastic is in the ocean, but it's not in the form of like
An island
a
called
giant
garbage island. Fuck you, fun facts on Instagram.
Yeah, what the fuck, fun facts? like teenage facts.
Did you know foot big? It's like really bad English as well.
Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing you want in
Your Burger King burger is somebody else's foot fungus.
Well, that might be just what you get.
Burger King foot lettuce. Foot lettuce.
Random foot lettuce intermission.
Foot.
What were we talking about before though?
I don't care. Or something.
No, like IV, like VC.
Yeah.
What?
What? Sorry.
Oh my God.
What? What?
Like it's like squinty.
I can't see because I was looking at the lights.
We have a minion figurine in the room we're doing this right
Yeah.
now, and it looks like it's blinking right now.
Oh my, it's coming
Oh
alive.
my God! Oh my God! It's literally, I can see it moving.
I can't see because I'm like blind. What?
Oh my God! It's literally going. Oh my God! It looks like it's getting like bird boxed.
Ew.
Oh my God! It's like literally getting traumatized.
If you have minions in your home, like maybe they're possessed. We put it face down, so it's fine.
I imagine like, what if like starts crawling, like scurrying along?
Ew. Minion.
Ew.
The Ouija story.
Ouija.
Ouija. I have a Luigi board.
Oh my God! Remember like Until Dawn?
That was a good game.
Not that we played.
I don't watch PewDiePie. I'm not a bro. Well, God. Yeah.
9-year-old.
9/11. Guys, it's 9/11 p.m. Make a
Guys,
wish.
no.
9/11.
It's
Do
not-
you think it was a conspiracy?
Imagine if you were watching this and like at the same time it was 9/11.
That's crazy. Leave a comment.
Also, I don't know if comments are working because
If you can't
Max?
comment, leave a comment.
Because Max tried to comment and he said it
Shout
didn't
out to
work. But I think
Max
he's just-
Billington.
Yeah, I think he's just an idiot because like I tried to comment and it worked. So like,
So, I mean, I don't know, if you have, like, developmental issues and you can't comment...
he's like the only person that listens to this. So.
Yeah, love that.
Hi Max.
What was I just talking about?
Minions.
No. No, it was not. Oh, Ouija.
Oh yeah, no one knows that.
Knows what?
Ouija. I do not know what you're talking about.
I forgot what I started talking about. Guys, I can't
Ouija?
listen back. Tell me what I was talking about.
Guys, comment in the comments right below. Tell me what.
Leave it in the comments below, guys. I really need your help solving this mystery right now. So leave a comment. I'll read the comments. Tell me what it was that I was saying 5 seconds ago.
No, kid YouTubers. That too. We should talk about kid YouTubers. Kid YouTubers are really weird.
Like people that make content for kids.
Yeah, back in the day, back when I was a kid, literally like
2 days ago.
No, I remember when YouTube was like first starting to be a thing. Like, what like kid like what when I was like what was it like 9 or something. When I'm 9 years old, in like 2000 and like what like
I was
2011,
2011,
and like what kids watch is like Bloody Mary, like say Bloody Mary 3 times in the mirror and it pops up. Like that's
Like
that's what
pranks?
all the videos are like Fred.
I always watched Prank versus Prank and I thought all they're obviously looking back,
Yeah.
they weren't real
And
because
Smosh.
there's no way that you can prank someone every single day and think they won't see it coming. Which I realise now.
Exposed.
But like at the time, obviously, like you think every
Yeah.
single prank on YouTube.
Like that was the kids' content. Now the kids' content is so weird. It's the
It
weirdest.
is.
It's creepy as. I saw some kid in public watching one of them, and the parents just standing there. I'm like, parents, what are you doing? Like that kid is like.
They're creepy as
I feel
fuck.
like yes, watching like
Spider-Man Elsa.
watching like Bloody Mary videos and like Smosh. Like Smosh was way inappropriate. Like they knew their target audience. They knew their target audience was like 6 years old. And
Yeah,
they still
some of
made
them
videos.
like
And,
Siri
like,
killed
PewDiePie,
someone.
like swearing and
PewDiePie.
blah, blah. Like that's bad for kids, but I feel like it's not as like some of the
Fucked up
some
as
of
the
the
stuff. Yeah.
creepy as it gets so creepy. I'm like, what the hell? Like, I don't even understand why kids find that entertaining. It's like the weirdest thing to me. But like I get it.
Because the comments also say I'm 6, and I
Yeah.
can remember like was I
how
typing?
can you like read and write when you're 6 years old?
I don't remember. I remember being in prep like learning to read and write when I was 6, but I
How
couldn't
can
like
you
form a
type
comment.
on a computer.
I didn't have like. I mean, I didn't have a device, but like I literally couldn't type on a computer
Yeah,
when I was 6. So maybe I have an issue.
but yeah.
Leave it in the comments below if you're 6 years old right now.
Comments right now. Literally no. Okay, I'm really interested. The last episode that we just uploaded has like 40 views. I feel like who is watching this? I'm so confused.
I feel like half of them, at least more than half,
It's us checking it.
No. I think like about like 27 views of the 40 that is on there right now. I don't know what it
It's
has
people
now.
clicking on it and they
It's
immediately
people, yeah, people just clicking on it to see what it is, and then they listen to 3 minutes of like abracadabra, and they're like, no. But I mean, is there anyone who listened the whole way through
Yeah.
who
And-
isn't like? You know?
I mean, no. If I was, because I would listen to this.
If it was someone I knew, I'd listen because I just want to hear what they
Yeah,
have to
same.
say.
I would listen to this. If somebody like other people do this, I want to listen to what. I want to listen to things.
Yeah, someone else come on the podcast, make your own podcast.
Yeah,
Everyone has a
everyone
podcast.
make a podcast.
No one has any conversation anymore. We just post podcasts all the time.
Yeah, I would be, because also, this is relevant because we just uploaded the other one. I was listening to it and I don't sound like what I sound like in my own head, and that's really
Yeah.
weird. But I sound more annoying in my own head, so I'm kind of glad about that. I
Yeah.
sound like
But also, we did make a comment in the last one where we were like, let us know if we sound the same. We do.
We do
I
sound
listen
the
to
same.
it.
like I can tell the difference. But that's because like
I can't. There's times where I'm literally listening to it and I'm like,
Yeah.
I didn't say that, and then I'm like, oh, it was Georgie.
yeah.
So I'm sorry if you're having trouble just singing trouble.
That's why like. Yeah, because we tried to film the first episode, but the camera like,
It didn't work, and also it
Yeah, it
runs out
died.
of battery really quickly.
and also I feel like that's just awkward if you film it.
Yeah, you don't want to see us. You know what we
Yeah.
look like. Just
I mean,
head on down to BridgeX2 my Instagram.
Bridgex.
BridgeX2 my Instagram.
It's Bridge times 2.
I say BridgeX.
You
all the
said
time. I'm cutting this out.
BridgeX.
Anyway,
This is longer as well. I feel like because we were rushing it the last one. Also, we're just talking about random stuff now.
anyway, you know, somehow, you know, you watched the first one, you thought it was fine, and then you're listening to this one. Cool. Hit subscribe.
I don't know, like, what if people come up to me and they're like, I listen to that? I'm like, what am I supposed to say?
Don't. Okay, just a disclaimer.
No, do. I'm curious, but, like, know that I'm, like, okay.
No, just just rewind 20 minutes ago in this podcast when Georgie was talking about not knowing how to interact with people until she's known them from a year, and then just realize that you've listened to this and it's gonna be weird.
I'm less whack now.
Just a disclaimer.
No, also, I have like resting bitch face. I literally, like, people come up to me at work and they're like, are you okay? And I'm like, what do you mean?
If she looks annoyed, she's annoyed. Anyway.
Sometimes I am.
If
Sometimes
you
I'm
have listened to this, like, you know, there'll be more, as I mentioned, you know, talk about Shane Dawson.
It'll probably die down there, to be honest. I mean, like, let's be honest, I'm not gonna...
Yeah, like, someone just, like, listens to the first one for, like, the novelty of, like, listening to it, and just be like, I don't hear you guys fucking talk
we spent, like,
now.
$40 on a microphone for this, so, like, fucking listen and subscribe and like.
Subscribe. I am not even subscribed, but you should
And
subscribe.
follow my second account with...
Max Fillington.
Max.
At G.
You might
Max
not even...
Fan.
Well, most people would know who it was.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Like, there's, like, 2 people that would not know. G Max Fan. It has, like, 2 followers. It has, like, wait, I don't know. It has, like, 20, oh, shit. It has, like, 17 followers, but it gets, like, 2 likes. So, like, and sometimes it gets, like, more than 2 likes. So I'm like, who are the people that, like, only like it sometimes, like it every single time? Like, that's rude. Wait. It has 30 followers. So that's not many at all. It's kind of like a lot for, like, me, you know?
okay, so that's enough for this.
I feel like
What?
I feel like I can keep talking.
That's great. We'll have other podcasts.
Let's make this like an hour one.
No, I'm not talking for an hour.
What if it's just solo
Fuck
me
you.
talking?
No one will listen. It's not good memes when it's just you.
That is. I was listening to the other one. I was like pissing myself laughing at myself.
At your own jokes.
At my own jokes. I like almost choked on like my ew, there's like a fly. I was like almost choked on like my own drinks. I was like, my own drinks, own jokes. And I was like, that's weird.
Cool. Is this enough yet? Are you bored already of this fucking podcast? Honestly, block me on Instagram. Don't talk to me in person.
Don't. Please. Like, if you see me in the street.
If you listen to this, don't talk to me in person. Don't fucking mention this to me. Like, don't try to start some shit and be like, oh my god, let's listen to it together. Like, let's talk about the...
Who said that?
No, people, like, pull it up. I know people, they'll fucking pull it up in front of me, like, this is your podcast. You have good people in your life. I have shit friends. You know who you are. Don't fucking bring this up to me.
Who do I have?
Just listen and shut up.
No, yeah, like, someone probably... Maybe, I don't know. Because I don't know who's watching it. That's a glitch. YouTube needs to have a thing, like, people that watched it. Because, like, I want to know who's watching this.
No one.
Also, oh my god, another random topic. Would you, like... I mean, I feel like everyone's thought this before. How good would it be to, like, go into some, like, database system where, like, you could filter every, like, conversation that anyone has had mentioning you? And
I'd
just,
love that.
like, you could watch it.
Even if it's just
my
like,
god, I'm so curious about that.
even if it was just like, oh, like, who's in your, like, art class?
Yeah,
and someone says, like, oh, Georgie.
I don't mind a casual mention. I don't mind an in-depth, like, bitch about me, or a...
I know people bitching about me.
No,
It's fine.
no, because that's the thing, because I bitch about other people, so I'm like, well, people
Fuck
bitch about
you,
me.
so-
What would they say? I don't know. I mean, I would know.
They would be like, Georgie complains about me saving the environment.
Okay, I don't feel... Yeah, yeah.
I hate her. She doesn't care about the environment. Fuck her.
We hate paper straws in this household.
Yeah, we already discussed. This is like, wow, 2 episode mention.
Two episode
Just
mention
a
of paper
reiteration, paper straws suck dick. Like, don't hand me a paper straw.
No, yeah. I like the vibe. Like, I liked the novelty for like 2 seconds of having a paper straw. I was like, ooh, paper straw. Like,
But they get soggy.
this is new.
A bitch
And
isn't
then,
drinking that fast.
like, yeah, exactly. Like, I'm drinking... Like, if you... And also, condensation gets on the side of the straw as well. And it sogs from the outside in and the inside out. So then by the time... And, like, the straw's bending, it's peeling. It's not a situation. It's not. We need like wooden. No. You got 2 separate metal straws from 2 different unis in like application form things, didn't you?
I only got one from Monash.
Didn't you get?
I don't have 2 straws. I have one.
Didn't they send them from 2 different unis?
No. You're tripping.
I might have just had a dream about that.
But yeah, like just use. Okay, I don't want to be environmentalist, but like.
No, the environment is fine, but like, look at how many extinctions. Like global warming like isn't even happening. Why do I even have to pay tax?
It's like 22 degrees outside today. Like that's fucking cold as shit.
Also,
man.
I hate. Okay, a little bit of a politics talk right now.
Oh.
I hate like teenage boys that like don't know anything about politics, but are like, feminism is gay.
Yeah.
I agree with to an extent.
Yeah, I mean, same.
It's a bit.
Georgie also casually mentioned the other day that she doesn't think women should have been given rights.
No, but I would rather like. Why do I have to get a job now? Like what the hell?
Yeah, it's.
I have to vote now.
Yeah, fuck that.
Like
just revoke our rights.
Bring me back to the.
But yeah, honestly, no, I don't like the people.
No, I hate. Okay, this is what I'm saying. I hate like this genre of like right. It's mainly on the internet, but like also in person. Like these right wing like boys that like are only right wing for the sake of being like edgy.
Yeah.
And it's like you don't like whatever. Like people can think whatever they want to think for whatever reason, but it's just stupid.
Yeah.
It's like
because it's not like they're actually right wing. It's not like but they just don't like
the left.
Yes.
Which I understand. The left is annoying.
Like the left is annoying, but like you can just agree with them and be like,
yeah.
fuck, some people are fucking annoying. Some SJWs are like fucking annoying. And
I'm
not be like, I'm right wing.
Yeah. No. Like, because a lot of these people like don't even know like what it even means to be left, like in terms of like, especially in Australia, like workers' rights.
Oh yeah.
And like that's a lot of like the left and like immigration.
Yeah.
And
environment.
Like, environment and like
legalizing weed
and like healthcare and education.
Yeah.
And people like they don't even know like what they're talking about. And I'm like these people like subscribe to like Ben Shapiro.
Okay, no, this is epic.
Okay. I have watched a few of those Crowder Change My Minds.
I hate them.
They're sometimes it depends. Sometimes they have like bad.
The people who change his mind.
Sometimes they have bad representations of like people that are on the opposite side.
Yeah,
and it kind of skews it a little bit. Sometimes they have good people on the I was watching an abortion one, and the lady that was like arguing with him like was like
for
really
abortion.
informed.
Yeah.
No, not yeah, for abortion. No, but like then sometimes they have ones where it's like, this person's obviously like an outlier of the left.
Yeah.
The left as a whole doesn't have like blue hair.
As
much as that is represented.
The left as a whole isn't like.
Doesn't think that like gingerbread should be gender fluid.
Yeah,
like,
no one thinks that.
Like no one thinks that, and it's like kind of like.
So that representation of people who are like left is like why these random teenage boys who.
And it is all boys.
Like sorry to like be sexist, but it's just they just like don't want to say that. They're literally people. I don't want to at you.
But then I also think there's girls that are like left.
Oh yeah, it goes the same as well. Like girls who are left for the sake of being left and don't understand
because they feel like guilty if they're not.
Yeah, like
I don't want to offend people. I'm just gonna be like left, but then they haven't actually like.
I used to be like that. Like I've always been left, and I always like probably will be. But like
you used to be like
I used to be left and not be informed about
like
it.
SJW.
Yeah, like I used to be left and just be like I'm left just because like I don't want people to be
like
hurt.
Follow like your Instagram Explore page is like.
I didn't have Instagram.
Okay.
Anyway, I was just like, but the thing like now I'm still left because I got informed about it. And I'm like, oh, I still agree with like a lot of that stuff. But I used to just be like, I'm left, you know? And, like, that's the same on the other side as well.
Yeah, because you're guilted into being left.
Yeah, which is annoying. So,
I've always been, like, anti-left. I'm left, but I'm anti, like, extreme. I'm anti-extreme on all sides. Extremism is bad.
We don't want to Hitler.
In general. Yeah. But, like, I've always... But, like,
fuck centrists! Sorry.
At me. Yeah. I was centrist for like 2 seconds and I was like, no, that's gay.
No, it's so gay. Like, fuck, you can't... What the fuck's gonna happen? Anyway, sorry.
Just be like... both like moderate or whatever, like moderately left or moderately right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like I was influenced by Instagram feminism in like year 7 for like a term. And then I was like, wait, this is dumb. And then I hated it. And now I'm kind of like, now it has died down. A lot of people, the internet for a long time was like very feminist. And now people are kind of being like, kind of getting bored of it a little bit.
Yeah.
Like people that would have before are getting annoyed with it. So it's kind of dying down.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I don't know, I just hate like people, like young people that like
Oh yeah, this is what I was going to say.
get pressured into doing, subscribing to a specific political party or political side when they actually don't know anything about it. If you don't know anything about politics and you don't care about it, then don't worry about it. If you like are interested in any way, just like
As a
inform yourself
as
for like
a
2
personal
minutes.
opinion, fuck you if you don't care about politics. Like, even in the slightest.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of, like, I get it. Like, I understand, like, you don't want to be putting in that work. But it's really interesting and actually affects a lot of people. I feel like you just, like, I hate the people who,
You
like,
understand, like, how the world works when you understand how politics works. And you understand, like... Yeah,
it's
like...
just annoying. People who, like, because obviously I just turned 18, so everyone I know turned 18, like, I don't even care, like, I just wrote whatever, like, I don't give a fuck who's in it doesn't affect me, like, since I was not being able to vote till now, nothing's affected me. I'm like, why can't you be a voice for people who, like, can't you, like, vote for something even if it doesn't affect you? It's just dumb. Anyway.
Yeah, like, it's not that hard to just, like, inform yourself for, like, 2 seconds.
Oh,
and then be like, okay, because everyone would have a place in the political spectrum. They just might not know about it, so they might not know where they sit. But everyone is on there somewhere.
Yeah, like, I like to think I'm pretty politically informed in comparison to the people my age that, like, I'm around. And, like, they might look at that, because, like, I'm always fucking talking about the election. But they might look at that as, like, oh my god, that's so much work.
Go
It's
Dan
not.
Andrews, by the way.
Dan
4 more
Andrews.
years.
But they might look at that as, like, oh, that's so much, like, work, like, to care so much about. It's not. I don't, like, it's not, it's not that hard for me to, like, learn stuff. Anyway, but what I was going to say for the 100th time that I've tried to say is that, there were these people, because we were just talking about, like, people who are right just for the sake of being right, just because they hate, like, the extreme left, which I get hating the extreme left, but, like, whatever. Those similar people, like, I know people, like, I'm adding you, you know who you are. People who are, like, when the plebiscite happened, they were like, I'm gonna vote no because I hate the Yes campaign.
Yeah, that's so stupid.
And I was like, fucking use your brain. Like, I understand that the Yes campaign wasn't good. I think a lot of people left and right agreed with that. It wasn't good. It didn't argue, like, the points that it should have. But, like, the simple question is in front of you on the ballot paper. It's like, should gay marriage be legal? If you agree with that, tick yes.
Yeah.
Don't hold, like, oh my god, I hate the left, and, like, I have friends who are gay, and, like, people I know who are gay, and I think that gay people should be married, but I hate the Yes campaign, so I'm just gonna vote no, because fuck them. Just show them that it didn't work. I'm like, just stop thinking that way for, like, 1 fucking second, and, like, ugh. Anyway, they know who they are. They're probably not listening.
They're probably not listening.
They're not listening, but
I
had to deal with them, so.
Yeah, I do. Maybe. Yeah. I hate the left. Like, I hate
everyone.
I hate.
Fuck you.
I think I do hate the extreme left more than I do the extreme right to an extent, because it's like, I hate that it's such a misrepresentation of the left. It's really frustrating.
Like, the extreme right, it's like,
it's kind
not
of like,
good.
you're just an idiot though.
Yeah, like, but people don't assimilate
people
that.
on the extreme left think, like, so hard, like, they think they're so, like, they're like, sweetie, they're like, sweetie, let me educate you.
Oh,
like, my God, your education from your 3 years on Tumblr and your 2 seconds scrolling down Twitter feed from celebrities tweeting shit. Oh, you're so educated. Let me get educated by you.
That's the thing. The
Sweetie.
extreme left has that same, like, that
condescending, like,
as much as both the extremes are, like, awful, yeah, the extreme left does have that, like, elitist thing where they're like, let me educate you. And I used to be like that, and I didn't fucking know what I was talking about. Like, let me educate you on, like, these trans and, like, race issues and, like, the economy and, like, the environment and, like, fuck. I don't know what the fuck I was talking about, but they always talk like that, and it makes people go, I'll just be right, because they're fucking annoying.
Yeah, that's
so stop.
There's, like, people that are like, this isn't the representation of the left, but there's, like, this left-wing YouTuber that's like, oh, like, you're transphobic if you wouldn't date a transgendered person. And they're like,
what if you don't want to date them?
telling you, they're like, you are transphobic if you don't. And it's like, you can't tell people stuff. Like, you don't have the right to tell people what they are. Like, it's they like skew it as like an informational video.
Yeah,
about
yeah.
this is what is the right thing. I'm like, no, that's your opinion. That's not fact. Just lefty destroyed with facts and logic.
Libtards destroyed with facts and logic by Ben Shapiro. But yeah, no, a lot they do sort of like, I guess, you know, I'm saying you could view it that way. You could view it's transphobic to like not date someone because they're trans, but you could also just not be attracted to them, and it's like not that's
your own
problem.
personal sexuality and your own personal like.
Yeah,
situation.
imagine you're being discriminating against other people's sexualities because they wouldn't date a trans person. So fuck you.
No, some people go as far as to say like you're homophobic if you're not gay. It's like,
it does almost get to that point. Like, obviously people
that
are
like
saying
slippery slope theory.
It's some of obviously, you know, it's not the left, it's the extreme left, it's those weird people.
But that's also not because the right uses those left people and they're like, and that's how they bait in the people that don't like the left. They use this like ridiculous extreme representation of the left to bait in people to the right, and then it's like, oh my god, just literally look at the policies.
I saw an ad.
Remove yourself from any social politics and just look at the policies and the actual like foundations of what the left and the right are, and then make your decision. Don't look as sometimes YouTube like destroying lefties is funny to watch, but like it's not a representation of like what you should actually think. Your fundamental values shouldn't be like about stupid videos.
Yeah, like Ben Shapiro.
Yeah.
Even like I didn't think it was really happening in Australia that much. Like I know, like we have so much less extremes here than there is in America. But
trash.
I did actually see an example of the Liberal Party, not just like random right wing people, the actual Liberal Party using this like extreme left sort of like idea, like falsifying like what the left is. They made this post and I just saw it in my feed. Like I was like, what the fuck? And it was like the Liberal Party says Merry Christmas. The Greens and the Labour Party say
Happy Holidays.
Season's greetings, generic time. Like and share if you'll always say Merry Christmas. And I was like, no one on the left thinks that. The Labour Party and the Greens, and like the Greens even, I think that's how I saw it, like a Greens representative shared it and was like, we say Merry Christmas, like that's a personal whatever the fuck, like. And that's a great example that I didn't think I would see here, but I've seen since, you know, scrolling. Of them just like making up like probably what a extreme left person would say, but not every single party like the Labour Party or the Greens or anyone on the left would say. Yeah, like that's the issue. Like the left is annoying just because like they're just annoying, and the right is annoying because they take the extremes of the left to like show how bad they are. But like honestly, what's good about the right then? Like tell me. Honestly, I won't.
Nothing.
I won't. Maybe another topic because this is gonna end in a second because I'm saying this is too fucking long.
Who cares? It's like 2 hours.
No. But I think, you know, I do agree with the sentiment that the rights are actually the whites. Sorry, that the right is actually kind of, you know, being more snowflakes than the left. Oh yeah,
the right gets like triggered.
Yeah, they do. They get more triggered about. Anyway, we'll discuss this another time.
Yeah, no, the right gets like. It's like who.
Anyway, let's just stop. I've had enough talking about politics. There's so many people who don't care. There's like you can.
There's so many people that tuned out before they even started watching this.
They hear like the right and the left and like, fuck, I don't give a shit about politics.
Literally no one listening.
Oh, this is going to be edited because there's so much bits I have to cut out.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you for listening to the Abracadab-cast with Bridget and Georgie.
That's our names.
That's it.
Abracadab, bye.
Oh my god, that was